Hey yo everyone, how you doing? Oh, it's been a month. Welcome. It is a Wednesday edition of Chaz Plays Live. How you doing? See Lilacs in chat. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Hospital hospital was interesting. Ow. Cellulitis is a hell of a drug. Don't recommend. Hopefully, that won't utterly destroy me. But, I don't know. It all depends on, when I see my doc later in a couple hours. But, for the time being, it's gonna be a short Chaz Plays Live today, as I think we'll probably burn through the demo of this particular game that we're gonna play, Veritas Tales, Witch of the Dark Castle. Supposedly it goes through the first 30 minutes of story, according to the description on Steam, so this may actually be pretty quick. Or it may not, depending on how I typically play. But the game is a pen and paper style sort of RPG. Kind of like if you've ever played a game called Crimson Shroud, it's kind of going for that angle, but we don't have the little mini figurines, and I'm pretty sure we don't get to actually roll the dice. But that's to be seen. It's the game is made by a ex-Vanillaware artist person. I forgot his name, so forgive me. And he currently is living the high life as a farmer somewhere in rural Japan. And the good old boys at Base Escape Ltd are, I think, the publishers and/or part devs in this game, which I know I've played one of their games, but I can't remember which one it is, because the logo is very familiar to me. That's info I can probably look up later. So, oh, wow. Did I really not install the demo? Shit. I didn't install the demo. Ah, go me. Go me. Let's see, where's my Steam window? Where are you at? Oh, there it is. At least I think that is. No, that's not. There we go. Oh, thankfully it looks to be a quick download. So, how have you all been doing? Not gonna... Boy, new NG for that style. I'll be really good for a train wreck. What? Going for that style? What you mean, Rias? Also, hey Rias, how you doing? You made it to stream for once. As far as being a tabletop RPG? Ah. Oh, there we go. It loaded up just as I was gonna go play the trailer. So I guess while I'm here, let me look at... Hey, quiet you. 15 industry developer. Well, that's the only game. 15 industry. The only other game they've partaken in is Haunted Room Orami-chan. Side-scroller interactive fiction. Just look at that for a second. Looks like it would be funny. It's adorable. That's adorable. Kitty! That looks adorably fun. Add that to the wish list. Alright, anyways, let's get on with it. Already digging the music. This is a game where you wield a pencil and some dice as your weapons, and journey through a world of swords and sorcery. You become the hero of the tale, setting off on an adventure to the dark castle, where a mysterious witch resides. Along the way, dreadful monsters, deadly traps will be waiting for you. With good judgment and a bit of luck, you might just make it back alive. Now then, steel your courage and set out. Holgar, your beard is making the text hard to read. Personal space, my dude. But I'm to take it, he's probably God. Clearly.
さてお客人よ、今日は何用かな？おお、待った。言わずとも分かっとる。本じゃな。それも暗黒城の魔女じゃ。お前さん、目の付けどころが良いのう。まあ、どこでこの本の話を聞きつけたのかは詮索せんよ。 不思議な場所じゃろう。
Very.
お前さんの世界とわしの世界のちょうど中間の地点じゃ。わかっとる。わかっとるよ。お前さんの言いたいことはようわかっとる。早く始めると言うんじゃろう。これからお前さんにはある本の中のエリシングという町に赴いて。 魔女犬ボーグの野望を阻止してほしいんじゃ。今でも町は十分ひどいことになっておるんじゃが、これ以上放っておくと取り返しのつかないとんでもなく恐ろしいことが起こってしまうんでな。始める前に断っておくが、この本はわしはもう少し若い頃に書いたもんじゃから。 本の中では格好をつけてお前さんのことを君と呼んどる。ここは勘弁してほしい。ああ、それでは今から危険と後悔に満ちた。いや違うな。そうそうこれじゃ。夢と冒険の世界へいざ旅立ちじゃ。なんじゃ別の世界へブワーッとかなんとか飛んでくかとでも思ったか。 ここがもう別の世界じゃからな。
So did we get Isekai?
机の上を見てほしい。まずはお前さんの分身として冒険に出るものを決めよう。候補は2人。それぞれ別々の本になっておる。 一人目は戦士じゃ。剣一つで危険を退ける戦いの達人。二人目は魔法使いじゃ。不思議な魔法で奇跡を起こす未知の探求者。さあお前さんはどちらの人物を選ぶかのう。
So, what shall we put as our... What will we do as our class? Good old warrior? Or mage? I feel like mage might be hard mode to a degree. But I could be wrong. Vanillaware... Well... Usually, this isn't Vanillaware, but I'm sure some of their game architecture, for lack of a better term, is probably present in this to a degree. So, Mage probably isn't hard mode. But, again, I'm just second-guessing myself. I don't really know what to expect. We'll go. Well, you know what? Let's start with warrior. Might as well.
一度選んだ分身は冒険が終わるまで変更できん。これは魂に働きかける魔法なんでな。このまま始めてよいかな。あと、わかりにくい言葉は違うインクで書いとる。お前さんに見えとる印を重ねれば、その言葉の意味も理解できるじゃろう。
The mark.
他にも、その印で机のものを調べたり動かしたりできるから、いろいろ触ってみるんじゃな。よし、準備ができたぞい。始める前に、この戦士について少し話しておこう。戦士の名はハベロック。瞳に優しさと勇気を宿した大男。彼の最古の記憶は夜の森の中。美しい魔女の後ろをついて歩く記憶だ。魔女の名は犬防具。幼い彼の育ての親だった。魔女犬防具は木製のゴーレムディッテと共に剣術や馬術、会話術から算術とありとあらゆる技術と知識を彼に身につけさせた。7年後のある夜、魔女は何の予告もなく彼を棺に押し込み、私が良いと言うまでここから出てはいけないと言って倒した。彼が入った棺は馬車でしばらくの間運ばれたが、再び蓋が開かれそうになった時、彼はどれほど時が経過したのか。
Danger and regret. No, it's not it. Sorry, old timer. Guard's already up.
魔女の名をいくら呼んでも返事がない。
Oh no, witch mommy abandoned us. Sad day.
棺の中から蓋を蹴破り外に出ると、そこは全く知らない異国の地だった。呆然とさまよう彼が最初に出会ったのは、不運にも野蛮な奴隷商人だった。彼は奴隷として捕まり、その後売られて若い商人が所有する剣闘士集団の一員となった。まだ幼さの残る彼は闘技場ですぐに殺されてしまうだろうと誰もが予想した。だが彼は強かったのだ。幾多の対戦相手を打ち破り無敗を誇った。7年後、彼はコツコツと貯めた賞金で自らを買い、自由を得た。
There we go. Live the gladiator life. Win freedom. Profit.
それから彼はすぐさま故郷に帰ることを決めた。
Yes, time to return to our homeland. Hey, what's this here? I can flip a coin. Hey, I actually can roll the dice.
彼を育ててくれた魔女イヌボーグが王都エリシングで謀反を起こしたとの噂を聞いて心の準備は良いかな。では始めるとし。
Oops, sorry, I cut you off there, Merlin. You are now heading for Yuren's royal capital, Urshing. Yuren's regent, Duke Toragi, welcomed the famed Witch of the Forest, Ingborg, as court mage, and proclaimed to other nations that Yuren was a mighty realm of magic. Not long after, a mysterious plague had spread through the royal capital, Urshing. At the same time, reports of uncanny monsters came one after another from Rombort Castle, which stands in the heart of Urshing. The source of the calamity is the witch Ingborg, invited to the castle. She's plotting to overthrow the kingdom. Such rumors spread like mold among the wary people, and Yuren, so recently jubilant to welcome a court mage, found dark clouds suddenly gathering overhead. And 3 months ago, the witch Ingborg was at last imprisoned by order of Duke Torgi. If the map you obtained is accurate, then once you pass through this forest, the towering city wall of the royal capital should spread out before you. The doe is walking ahead of you, but the moment it notices you, it hurries off and vanishes into the thicket, alive with robin song. 7.5 days have passed since you set out, and afternoon light is beginning to slant. Though you should be near a great city, there is no sign of travelers, and you begin to worry you may have lost your way. And yet you cannot bring yourself to turn back. From the wariness of the road, you can no longer tell whether your legs are sticks, or the sticks are your legs. For you, who as a gladiator lived almost like a captive, this long journey can only be called grueling. When you emerge from the forest and step into the dazzling sunlight, the fierce sun lights the sky, and mountains as far as the eye can see, the vast fields and the imposing city wall. The enormous city wall stretches beyond the edges of your vision, overwhelming any who behold it. It seems you've reached the fortress city of Urshing, Yuren's royal capital. Oh! Wow, I didn't know that was a thing! I can look up from the book. Hi, Fairy, how you doing? What else can I book up here? Can I look left? I can look a little bit left. Oh, looking left gives me, shows me what has already been read. And to the right, nothing yet. There are no other people in sight, and it does not look like a play or training. A strange tension quickens your heart. At last you can no longer hold yourself back, and forgetting the weariness in your legs, you break into a run. As you draw closer, you begin to understand what's happening. Locked in battle are a human woman and a gigantic stone golem. Damn. The woman looks like a witch. She wears a wide-brimmed pointed hat and holds a long staff. Her opponent is a tireless magical creature created by a mage. You fought goblins many times since childhood, so you know how well troublesome they can be. It seems the golem is the city's gatekeeper. To keep the witch from approaching the gate, it swings a great boulder like... It swings its great boulder-like arms and blocks the way like a wall. Now then, my friend, your first battle comes early. What do you do? Help the witch fight the golem. Hold back and watch for a moment. 13 and 4. Oh. Is 13 my AT number up here?
不穏な空気が漂っている。
Let's we'll hold back and watch a moment. You watch for a while, trying to decide who to help. The witch lightly dodges the golem's fists, and one smooth motion turns to attack, yet she still cannot land a decisive blow. They seem evenly matched in strength, but against a tireless golem, she is likely at a disadvantage. Alright, we'll step in to help since she asked so nicely. You help the witch. Normally battles should be avoided, but this time it can't be helped. You quickly take up a stance and attack the golem. Action value check. Roll dice. 2 red dice for the enemy. Okay. Add your level to the total of your 2 white dice. That becomes your action value. Next, add the enemy's level to the total of the 2 red dice. That becomes the enemy's action. Okay. So red dice plus enemy level, white dice plus mine. My level is 8? If your action value is lower than the enemy's attack hits you. Enemy subtract enemy's attack and defense from your health points. The action values are the same, neither attack hits. HP to 0, you win. Choose an action card and dice will be rolled automatically. Let the battle begin. Bookmark for saving is glowing. Perhaps a way to hint someone might repeat that intro. It seems 2 stories meet. Yep. When you attack the enemy, you must make an action value check. Yet, you and the enemy each roll 2 dice. Each action value is total plus level. Higher attack hits. What do you do? Spend 2 HP to shout a battle cry. Hit rate plus 1. Weapon use is minus 1. Uh-oh. Oh, so items got HP. Damn. Let's use battle cry. Choose an action card when you attack. Oh, great. Six versus 8. $15. I win. Their attack cuts through the air and yours catches the enemy. Let's take the next one too. Attacks hit when your roll of 2 dice plus your level. Yes, we know. Six versus 6 plus level. I win.
ぞ。
Let's see. 2 total damage versus 6. Let's use the item Composite Bow. You can deal 2d damage to the enemy. 8. Okay. And using items is a free roll, I guess. My level went return to normal. Again, your blows find the golem, yet none is decisive. Your arms feel heavy with fatigue. Your legs, too, are leaden. The witch at your side seems to tire. Her movements are slowing to a stop. But in the next instant, she hurls a bottle of liquid at the golem and chants a short spell. The moment the bottle strikes the golem's knee and shatters, light sprays from her outstretched palm like a bundle of needle points honed to razor sharp. A sharp crack and explosion erupts at the golem's feet. Looking closer, you see one knee has been gouged out. The golem goes still and slowly pitches forward, sinking into the couch. Now, you have your best chance to bring down the golem. Besides ordinary attacks, weapons also have special techniques of their own. The one-handed sword you carry can perform a targeted strike, aiming for a foe's specific weak point. This is a finishing blow. Using the target strike on your action card, where will you aim?
選択肢は3つとなる。
Now where would a golem's weak point be, I wonder? Wouldn't be the arm. Torso doesn't seem like a weak point unless there's some, given the way that golem looked, so I'd say maybe the head's probably the best option. When you strike the golem's forehead, one letter of the word Emmet carved there shatters into fragments. At once the golem's supple movements cease. It seems you have felled the golem.
良い選択じゃったな。
Perhaps the spell breaks when the golem dies. The stone surface that, until moments ago, stretches and flexes like tanned leather, loses all suppleness, crumbling into its own accord into a towering heap, a grave marker of the stone. When experience reaches 100, you level up.
ありがとう。助かったわ。
Together you rejoice in your victory over the formidable foe. She asks, "Did you know the golem's weakness?" But when you give only a vague reply, she explains that when the first letter vanishes from Emmet, truth, on the golem's forehead, it becomes Met, I am dead. And that is how you defeated a golem. Oh.
私の名前はパネリ。よろしく。
Seems she has come to the royal capital in search of a certain nun who vanished without a trace. She says there is a golem at the nearest north gate from here, and another at the south gate on the opposite side as well. Most likely, each gate has a golem. It is an unnatural state of affairs to have dangerous golems at the city gates. Even inside the city, there's no telling what dangers may await. Since your aims aligned, you decide to enter the city together. Hey, save. Only the opening state of this section, the number shown at the top of the page, is saved. Choices made within this section, item use, battle dead, etc., are not. Closed, though it is, the city gate is unbolted. You put your strength into it and push the heavy doors open. Inside the gate is dim like a small cave. You can truly feel the thickness of the wall that encircles the entire city. You pass through the gate with care, on your guard. Beyond the gate, you come out into the broad street, but there's not even a gatekeeper. No sign of people at all. The shop-lined streets seem to hold their breath, silent and still. An empty shell. Only your footsteps are swallowed up by the deserted main street. What happened to the city? Doors are left standing open, toppled barrels of fruit, clothing scattered across the ground. Now and then you'll catch the smell of something rotten.
あそこに人がいるわ。
There's someone over there, Paneri says, pointing towards the far end of the street. A lone man stands in the street shadows. His arms hang slack at his sides as he begins to walk towards you, slowly. You're worn out from a journey you weren't used to, but the man coming forward to you looks far more exhausted. You raise a hand to greet him and draw a deep breath. No, you catch it in your throat. The man's skin is ashen, drained of color. His clothes are smeared in blood and grime, making him look utterly unkempt. The foul stench from earlier must be coming from him. Ah! When you look closer, you see his eyes have clouded over, milky, sightless, and yet he comes straight for you. More still, his steps are speeding up little by little. Something is clearly wrong. Even when you warn him, "Don't come any closer!" he doesn't stop. You know it at once, a walking corpse. Spoken in legends and tales, this must be one of the living dead. Reeking of death, drool spilling from its mouth, it lunges at you. You swiftly dodge aside and move to strike back.
サイコロ2つとレベルを足した数が大きい方の勝ちじゃ。
When you attack an enemy, yes, we know. We've got more options here. Focus Strike. Choose a target part to guarantee a critical hit for 2 damage, but it takes 10 weapon uses. Counter. Shield Mastery. Negate a hit and always land a counter, but takes away 10 shield uses. Let's try counter.
来い。
All right. Four, 9. Our attack cuts through the air. Theirs catches you. I don't think so. Ugh.
幸運を祈る。
Oh, that's not good. I messed up.
そう。
Ugh.
幸運を祈る。
All right. It's over. Judging by the state of decay, the fallen one does not seem to have been dead for very long. Then where is this foul stench coming from? This reek is now so strong it makes you want to choke. Hey! Look. Oh shit. At Paneri's voice, you lift your gaze only to find several of the living dead already in front of you, closing in. Like insects swarming to the touch, to a torch. Mindless dead, by their curse, are drawn to the flame of your life. When you look back, countless dead sway in rows along the main road you came from, blocking the exit route from the city. Your retreat has already been cut off.
逃げましょう。
俺は
Oh, these must be the page numbers. Okay. How much damage do your dice do? Well, a little late for that. Knives do 3 damage. Oh, 1 to 6 damage. My bad. Let's go left. As you break into a run, Paneri dashes down a different road.
お互い生きてまた会いましょう。
Paneri waves wildly and shouts at the top of her lungs, trying to draw the living dead's attention. Half of the undead go after Paneri and the other half follow you. Even so, there's still too many to handle. For you, unfamiliar with the city, running around too much is hardly wise.
さてどうするかの
Nearest house, left alley, right at the corner ahead, slip between a few dead ahead. Running around too much is hardly wise, so going into left alley or turning up at the corner might not be a good idea. Slipping between the dead might be risky as well. I may get damaged in the process. Or worse, I might get caught and swarmed. Going into the nearest house, well, that might have its own problems too. But we could hide from the undead if they don't see us. Hey Eric, how you doing? Let's try the house. You sprint for the nearest house and slam into the door as if to shoulder it open. Flip a coin to see whether it opens. It opens. The door isn't locked and it opens easily. Behind you, one of the undead, quick on his feet, bears down on you. You leap into the entryway and quickly pull the door behind you. Just in the nick of time, the horde slams into the door. Outside, the living dead scrape and scratch at the door like cats sharpening their claws.
よく考えて決めるんじゃ
See, looking around without the door being reinforced would be a problem. We can reinforce the door. That might give us time. Because if we look around, we might not be able to hold off the horde bearing on the door. I don't like that music. Oh, never mind. You drag a heavy table in front of the door and pile chairs on top of it. That should keep you safe for a while. As tension breaks, a deep fatigue washes over you. It seems the undead's groans outside are gradually growing louder. By contrast, the house is deathly silent, and you sense nothing moving. You walk softly, careful, not to make a sound. At the back of the room, you can see a staircase leading into the second floor, an entrance to what looks like a kitchen.
選択肢は2つじゃ
Let's check the kitchen. Along the left wall stand old-fashioned hearth, shelf for cooking tools, rows of dishes. The back door straight ahead has been nailed shut with several planks. A thin layer of dust has settled on the hearth around it. It seems a long time has passed since the place was used. In the center of the room is a table set for 6. Beside the overturned chair lies a single citrus fruit that looks fresh. You glance around a fallen chair and turn only to notice a plain, unassuming door beneath the stairs.
選択肢は4つもあるぞ
Take the fruit. You pick up the citrus. It seems a few days have passed since it was harvested, yet the skin is taut and glossy. It carries a fresh scent.
どうしたものかな
Check the wall of the hearth. Look outside from the back door's window. Open the door beneath the stairs. Let's check the hearth. So it really is a place that serves food. The shelves are packed with cooking utensils, well-used dishes, jars of spices, and seasonings. Doesn't seem to be anything else of note.
そうだな
Let's look through the back door window. Behind the building seems to be a wide, shared garden. It might be a lovely sight in ordinary times, but you can see at least 6 undead out there. It would be dangerous to go outside from here. I guess we're going under.
どうしたものかな。
Let's look beneath the stairs. You put your hand on the door beneath the stairs. It seems to be locked from the inside.
ここは
Let's knock. When you knock, you hear a distinct sound from below. Is anyone there? A man's voice answers from below. Are you one of the living? Then, without waiting for your reply, you hear 2 or 3 people climbing the stairs. You hear the lock being undone and the door opens. From the gloom emerge an old man, a little girl, and a woman who seems to be her mother. The old man squints against the light as he speaks. It seems they have been hiding in the basement for the past 3 days. It seems the child vomited earlier, and the girl's mother has a high fever as well. These 3 are nearing their limits, both in strength and spirit. We can't stay here. And promise I'll protect you guys. The old man replies simply, I'll follow you.
俺は
Figure out how to escape the city, and more about what's happening. What is going on here? He asks them what the city is like now, but they say they don't know. They've been hiding ever since the undead appeared. In heavy silence, you ponder what to do next. The sound of the ferocious pounding comes from outside the door. It's the sound of someone pounding on the door. A man's voice calls, coming from the house's front door. Let's check it. Man's voice is getting frantic. If you're going to open the door, you'll have to move the tables you piled up.
さてどうするかの。
Oh, this could be a bad idea. But given the zombies don't exactly speak to us, he's likely alive. The moment the door opens, the young man rushes inside.
助かった。
You shut the door at once, and with the man's help, you shift the tables back.
俺の名前はギルディ。よろしくな。
The young man limps as he offers you a handshake. Looks like he's hurt his leg. Take a closer look at Gildy. Handsome young man with golden hair and a blue eye. His hands are clean, without a single scratch. He must be used to a comfortable life. His injury doesn't seem severe, but it looks quite painful. Gildy says he worked as a court musician at Rombork Castle, which stands at the center of the city. He'd been kept in the castle's prison these past few days. Says he's shocked how much the city has changed. He's gonna turn into a zombie. Maybe. We don't know how this zombie curse works. He says he escaped prison this morning and fled to the castle, but injured his foot along the way. Couldn't move. When he saw you enter the house, he called for help.
そうだな。
What happened to your foot? He says he was bitten by... Good call, Eric! We don't know if that's true yet, but good call, Eric. Says he was bitten by one of the living dead while fleeing. Even without help, he can still manage to walk on his own. Why were you imprisoned? I panicked and botched it, Gildy says, scratching his head in embarrassment as he tries to brush it off.
そうだな。
About your... How were you as a court musician? I'm a musician hired by the witch Ingelborg. I play the harpsichord. No questions. You introduce the three from downstairs to Gildy. A discussion begins about how to get out of here. This right here is why I would survive a literal apocalypse. I have a disgustingly potent amount of intuition. Just then, something shatters upstairs and falls with a crash. Oh, fuck. Oh, I never checked upstairs either. You lift a finger to your lips. Everyone there strains their ears. Faint footsteps from above. The old man whispers, "From the attic."
ここはやはり
What's in the attic? Old man answers, "It's a cramped storage room with a low ceiling. Used for storage now." You swallow hard and set the foot on the stairs. As you begin climbing the stairs to the attic, the door slowly opens before you. A swordsman in a red cloak appears. "Survivors! Thank goodness!" The man seems overjoyed to have found you. His name is Grim. My name is Grim. As you can see, I'm a swordsman, he says by way of a quick introduction.
そうだな。
Why are you here? He seems he's been moving from rooftop to rooftop, going house to house in search of survivors.
どうしたものかな。
Where'd you come from? How's the situation outside? Ah, look, it's Dr. Tagnon. Living dead have gathered around the house, but there's none on the street I came from. Let's head to the safe zone in the north of the city via a street on the other side. Hearing what Grim has to say, you consider.
一体どうすれば。
Let's head for the safe zone. You decide it makes sense to take the route to the safe zone that Grim described. After talking it over, you decide to move from house to house over the rooftops, then cross the street and take the shortest route to the city wall, climb the flanking tower, and enter the safe zone. The flanking tower is a tower built into the city wall, with stairs inside that lead up to the top of the wall. If you make your way along the wall above, you should almost have no contact with the undead. Leave it to me.
おっと、問題発生じゃ。このままゆっくりとその本を読んでおっては、今に亡者どもの大集団がここいら一帯になだれ込んできて、脱出が完全に不可能になってしまう。
What are you talking about, old man?
それまでにこの家を抜け出し、ある場所にたどり着いてもらわんといかん。
Have the book's contents changed since last time?
その通りじゃ。まあぐずぐずしているようには思えんかったが、こうなっては仕方あるまい。ここと本の中の世界は微妙につながっとる。
Oh.
したがって本の中で急がんといかん場合は、この世界でも急がんといかん。皆を救うにはこの世界で今から3分以内にことを終わらせることじゃ。
Are you serious?
では始めるぞ。
Alright, speed reading.
何 ?3 分測るのが面
Timing
倒じ
few
ゃ
misses
と
a bother, you say.
良いものがある。これじゃ。これは3分間だけを測れる。その名も3分時計じゃ。3分しか測れんのじゃが、オーガが踏んでも壊れんかったし。冬のシメルビアグ山の頂上でも止まらんかった。
Didn't stop even
寒さにも
until
強い時計じゃ。まあ今は関係ないでな。では始まりじゃ。
You know, just climbing the roof through the attic. There's a small gap in the roof. Adult could jump it, but look-eyed child, anyone with limited mobility. So looking around, you spot a mailboat. Oh, just right size. You can pry it off without using the bridge. First, you must sleep off the next roof. Use the die to test your luck. Check the next result. 1. Critical fail! Gah! You lose your footing and fall from the roof, only to be swallowed by a wave of living undead.
ありゃなんてことじゃ
I feel like that was rigged. You are dead. Like a pebble tumbling into an open grave, your soul returns to the primal light, and in time your body will mingle with the earth atop your coffin. But, if you wish, my friend, you may start your little adventure over or rewind time just a little. This is like a choose-your-own-adventure book to a degree.
冬のシメルビャーグ山の頂上でも止まらんかった寒さにもここではさて
Roll the dice. Critical success. You leap to the next roof with ease. You quickly pry a large board off the dormer window and bridge it to the roof you came from. To test it, it wobbles a little, but it should hold. Using the board, you cross several rooftops in quick succession to reach a house on the opposite street.
どうしたものかな
Roof's edge, check for living dead. Break the dormer window on the other hand. Check for dead. Fortunately, there's no sign of dead. You make for the flanking tower. You smash the window and climb inside. Science speaks volumes, no one's here. Hurry down to the first floor. It must have belonged to someone who kept a tidy home, everything nearly neatly arranged. Gradually look around, find a book. Skim the book. An apple. Okay, yeah. This is not skimming. Read the letter. 5 gold. Hurry! You crack the door open, peer outside. There's no sight in dead. You step across the street for danger. Turn back, beck and fall. Graham takes an old great injured, guilty old man. Move along the street and come to where you see the entrance of the flanking tower. It's only one. If only one head for the flanking tower. Detour to avoid living dead.
よしここまで来れば大丈夫じゃなかなかおしゃれなもんじゃろお前さんと同じ世界の友人が作ってくれたんじゃ名を振るとか言ったかのああいいそれからどうなったんじゃ
The entrance door to the flanking tower seems to be locked. What do you do?
そうだな
Pry it open together. Thick door shatters with a thunderous crash. At the same time, nausea-inducing stench of rot hits you, and big man in armor burst out. Oh god! There are living dead soldiers in iron armor. You've got an old man, a child, and an injured companion. Yet there are at least 3 of them. What do you do?
よく考えるんだ
Run. This is not a good place to fight. Even if you break through the ones ahead, the undead will keep crawling out of the tower one by one. There must be 20 or more. When you look back, you spot undead behind you, surrounded. Don't give up. Think. As you refuse to give up, thinking there must be another way, countless arrows skewer the undead behind you. At the same time, you hear a voice barking orders. It seems reinforcements have arrived somewhere. Soldiers bearing great shields line up to form flawless defensive walls, thrusting long spears between the shields to pick off the remaining undead. Behind them, more soldiers of the same kind march in layered ranks. A mounted man who seems to be their commander signals for you to fall back. You fall back as the soldiers surge forward, moving away from the flanking tower. A phalanx! They're well trained. The undead are cut down one after another, and the area is secured. For a moment, the danger seems to have passed.
これはグリム様
Oh, Sir Grim! The man commanding the soldiers approaches Grim with solemn respect. Grim looks embarrassed. Don't do that. I'm just a commoner now. From the way he speaks to the commander, it seems Grim was once the kingdom's knight commander. Grim clasps his hand in a firm shake and offers thanks. You also voice your gratitude.
俺の名はキリッツ。
Read it.
昨日クヌート陛下よりルーラー騎士団クヌート隊隊長に任命された。今は軍事のすべてを取り仕切っている。
My name is Curtis. Yesterday, His Majesty Nut appointed me captain of the Ruler's Knight's Nut Unit. I'll oversee all military affairs. Curtis continues. A mage named Teneri asked my knights for your aid to rescue you.
ここまでよく皆を導いてくれた。礼を言おう。
You led everyone this far. You have my thanks. Curtis peers at your armor with a doubtful look.
お前はルシファングのものか。
You're from Lucifag.
ああ、数日前まであちらにいた。
I
私
was,
には今日着いたばかりだ。
yeah, I was over there until a few days ago. I only arrived in the city today. After a moment, Curtis says,
そうか。今は一人でも戦える人間が欲しい。よろしくな。
I see. Right now, we need anyone who can fight, even alone. Good to have you. Alright, see you later, Eric. As Curtis' command, the knights fall into formation and escort you to the safe zone. Yay! Level up. Yes, I would like to save my adventure. Between the dark, cold houses, you see reddening sky. Just then, Curtis rides up on horseback and speaks to you.
黒い城は珍しかろう。外壁にはタールを塗り、屋根には黒曜石を敷いてある。太陽の光で城内を温めるのだ。それなりに快適な城だったが、怪しげな怪物どもの居城となってしまった。今は皆口々にこう呼んでいる。暗黒城と。
We have title.
ここで少しこの世界について説明をしておこうかの。はじめに常しえの神が火、風、水、土と姿を変え冷やして固めて大地を
Vanillaware, are you reading my lore stuff?
異次元から訪れた存在によってありとあらゆる生命体が作られた。最後に生まれたのが人間じゃ。そして2000年前この世界にやってきたある訪問者ホルガーが人類に魔法をもたらした。ホルガーの振るうその強大な魔法は世界を豊かにした。
Hulker looks like Discount
がしか
Jesus.
しそれ以上に激しい争いも増えた。その争いを止めるためホルガーの子孫らが各地に散らばり国を作った。各地の支配者となった子孫らは密約により定期的な戦争を引き起こしては今も民衆を管理しておる。まさしく剣と魔法の世界じゃな。そしてお前さんがたどり着いたこの町はユラン国の王都エリシング。世界に突き出した天然の要塞のようなところじゃ。この世界に魔法をもたらした者が最初に降り立った場所でもある。人口は約2万人。お前さんの住む世界と比べれば少なく感じるかもしれんが、この世界では大都市じゃな。では本に戻るとしよう。お前さんたちは騎士隊の隊長キリッツに率いられ、王都エリシングの中で最も安全な区画にたどり着いた。
Well, damn. Oops. As you pass through the heavily guarded gate, Paneri comes running up. She's glad you're safe, and you thank her for calling the knights.
安心して、ここは安全なところよ。
Paneri leads Grim, Gildy, the old man and her family, deeper into the city. Curtis calls out and stops you. Seems Carrots is impressed by Havelock's skill, wants him to join a certain operation.
聞いたぞ。お前たちはたった二人で石の巨人を倒したそうじゃないか。我が隊も昨日石の巨人と一戦交えたが、負傷者が増えるばかりでな。その若さで大したものだ。
Carrots praises you. I will be modest. I just got lucky. Carrots grins and counters. You won't win it luck on loan.
その腕を見込んで頼みがある。
That skill of yours is exactly why I have a request, he says, getting to the point.
我ら騎士隊は明日城に赴き、リーグモル王女救出の任に当たる。その際、お前の力を借りたい。我々に同行してくれないか。
Tomorrow our knights will lead to the castle to rescue Princess Ligmore. I need your strength. Will you come with us?
兵士を志願者含め254名まで集めたが、実戦経験が少ない者ばかりなのだ。
He asked you to join the rescue, adding, including volunteers, I've gathered 254 soldiers. Most of them have little real combat experience. What do you do? Sure, I'll help. Carrots looks taken aback by how quickly you answer. You can think it over. Any questions? What about the living dead?
動く死体のことか。
So the walking corpses.
この王とエリシングの民だ。
Those are
9日前、いや、それより以前かもしれん。
the people of Urshing. 9 days ago. No, maybe even earlier. There was an epidemic, and after that the ones who died began turning one after another into monsters that attacked the living. The city fell into chaos and slaughter broke out everywhere. Now we can't even contact the Knights' headquarters stationed in the castle, and the city has already fallen into chaos. Outside this zone, I doubt anyone's still alive. Right now we're operating under Prince Nuts at command. What happened to the city? How did it come to this? About half a year ago, a mysterious fever began spreading in the southern part of the royal capital. With each passing day, the sick only increased. That's when they distributed a remedy made by the witch Ingeborg. But the illness kept spreading, and 3 months later, half the city had fallen sick. At first, the cause was unknown until a nun from the home Albi found poison mixed into the city's drinking water. Worse still, the poison was in the witch's medicine as well. Once this came to light, the regent, Torgi, had the witch seized at once. He then had other mages make new medicine and distribute it to the sick, but... well, either the new medicine worked too late, or the other mages were the witch's pawns. I can't say, but from what we see, it's the worst outcome. What happened to the king? You may already know this, but at present our kingdom has no king. In Urin's royal house, there are rarely those born with a special magical power. They can work magic without spells or tools. His late Majesty, King Rolf, could move objects with an instant, and it seems his father could freely change the size of objects. Such special magic is called Holger's magic. In our kingdom, one who bears Holger's magic earns the right to become king, but the royal family has suffered one misfortune after another of late. At present, there is no one who possesses Holger's magic. And so, with no king upon the throne, Grand Duke Torgi, and elder brother of the late King Rolf, now rules the land as regent. But even Lord Tolgri... What about Ingeborg? The witch, you say? You can't claim you've never heard of her. It's that very witch from tales and fairy stories, Ingeborg herself. A year ago, Ingeborg was welcomed into the royal castle as court mage. The reason was a matter of our kingdom's standing. Sadly, no one in the current royal line can wield magic. Meanwhile, the kings of our neighboring realms are all mages. Priest Ayek of the ruler church pressed the issue, and that's what brought her into the court. Bringing a renowned witch Ingeborg into the court would deter other nations, he said. That, in the root of our mistake, Ingeborg was a fiend, one who seeks to destroy our kingdom. The stories were nothing but dreams, fairy tales, as they say. Even so, she had been captured, and now she waits for death in her cell. But she's a monster. I saw it back then. I know I did. So even in a cage, we mustn't let our guard down. No more questions. Ever since that witch arrived, the realm has gone mad. Spreading plague, rumors of monsters in the castle, the invasion from our neighbor. Until a few days ago, I was near the border of Lord Tolgri's orders. I was to learn the movements of the Lucifang army, supposedly invading our lands. But that information is likely false. I never should have left the castle. This must be all the witch's scheme. What I've heard from the musician who came and went from the castle, the one traveling with you. Lord Tolgri has already passed away, but Princess Ligmor, though imprisoned, is said to be unharmed. You know, it's seeming more like a good idea to be prepared for things to go to shit with the intro of this story. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. The princess is the daughter of the late King Rolf, and Lord Tolgri's niece. Tomorrow we'll rescue the princess from the Dark Castle. I'll say it again. I need your help. If the rescue succeeds, you will be rewarded. I want you to come by to the Knight's headquarters later. I feel I owe you for helping me out. You're the ones who saved my life. I want to repay that debt. That helps. I've arranged a lodging. Let me explain the details at the Knight's headquarters. His Majesty Newt is away as well. Well, now we got a world map. Well, I guess we'll go in order here. Let's go to the Rooted Tavern. I like Princess Lick. God damn it, Eric. As you walk along the main street towards your destination, you hear a man crying out for help within a deep alley to your right. You dash toward the voice without a second thought. You leave the main street and enter a back alley. No one's around and it's eerily quiet. No, you can hear voices talking from around the corner. Listen in. You hear someone threatening someone else. Hand over your money. Sounds like a scuffle. Sneak closer. You keep out of sight and peek around the corner. Two hooded figures press a knife to a balding man demanding money. I'd rather get the drop on him. Attack from behind. Negotiate. Negotiate with the enemy. You funny game. Their level is 8, mine's 9, so that's good. Oh, my shield only had 14. I thought it had 74. Well, shit. That's not good. That's arrow. 5. Six. It's mine. I got you. You're a tough one, alright, says the man in the green hood. You win. Book's yours. You take the book and open it. Inside it reads, "Thank you very much." Thank you for playing the demo. This is the end of the demo. Please enjoy the rest of the full game. Chaz, you should play General Horse in the Package of Doom. Is that actually a game? If you ever feel like playing again, come on back. It pains me to part with you, you know, but well. Yeah, Base Escape. Where have I seen that logo before? Virtual Adventure Book. I'd say it's an accurate title. So yeah, I like this. I like this. This is good. This actually kind of reminds me of how I would actually read adventure books when I was a kid in the library. Like I would get like a choose your own adventure book, and this entire thing is what was going on in my head as I was reading. So this hits a deep strike in my this hits a deep strike core memory for me in terms of stuff I used to do as a kid. So I like this game. I can't wait till it comes out. Almost guarantee that General Horse and Package of Doom will not be a good game, but it looks unique. Oh boy. Alright. Well, I did say this would be a short one. Unfortunately. Because I do gotta go see my primary doctor in about 15 minutes. And luckily the clinic is not too far away, so yeah. Really? What's up? What? Oh, yeah, the stream is ending? Yeah, it's ending. It is unfortunately ending, because I have stuff I need to do. But after that's dealt with, I'll be back and I'll probably stream another game. So that'll take about maybe an hour or so, likely. So, if you're still around, it's a choose your own adventure game with FMV sequences to it. I wouldn't say there's FMV sequences. Wait, unless you're talking about General Horse. Now, why not go to the go the extra and get them trying to shake the victim down for more early access? But yeah, Veritas Tales. Witch of the Dark Castle. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I can't wait till it comes out. When does it come out? When does it come out? Steam. There's no set date. It just says coming soon. So shit. That sucks. Let me look at the events and announcements. Illustrations. Streaming policy. Oh, there's a streaming policy. I probably should have noticed that first. Merchant column 6. Streaming policy. We welcome live streaming and video creation of all kinds. Monetization is also permitted. Oh, that's very cool of you. Thanks, guys. I would be like, oh, damn, that's unfortunate if it was not this case. Because, certainly I think this is a game that would interest a few people. A small request at its heart, Veritas Tales is all about choices made by our own hand. While watching someone else play is a pleasure of its own, please, at some point, open this book yourself. And I agree. When there are two different readers, the book begins to tell a different story. And that is true. Okay. Yeah, my mouse is running around as I'm looking at the Steam thing. Fucking weird looking game, but it's got a dude in a bright fire Ringen Ed wig playing guitar and what. Okay, that just sounds silly. I'll have to look at that too. I'll take a look at that later. But anyways, I need to get going. I use the restroom and get going, so... Hey, I didn't tell you to start playing back there, Steam. So anyways, I'll see you guys in about an hour or so, give or take, if you want to continue with more streaming stuff. I'm going to go see my doctor, so take care of yourselves. With that, the show is over. For now. Oh, also, the demo's on Steam. Play the game for yourself if you want to check it out.